Hello. My name is Callista, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode, we dealt with the eyeless. We had two paths laid before us. Path number 1, allow the eyeless to return to Abaddon. They all contained small pieces of his soul, and they would make Abaddon whole again. Or, option 2, say, no, you're not allowed to do that. Andra doesn't want you doing that, and we won't allow it. Now, neither of these paths were particularly great, because here's the thing. For path 1, if they returned to Abaddon, he would get his memories back. He would remember that Andra betrayed him and, she kind of murdered him. So that wouldn't have been great. We probably would have been dealing with a god war there. And for path 2, Andra tried to kill us. She tried to kill us, so, I don't want to give her what she wants. That was, No, Andra, you're officially on my shit list. So no, I'm not gonna blindly follow your orders. Now, Ximena, thankfully, was able to negotiate a third option. I like how they put it in the journal. Yes, I allowed them to return to their master, and he was to become the god of preservation once more, that he must, in the future, temper his actions with context and allow some things to fade. Now, this is a really nice middle ground. This is a really nice middle ground. Abaddon is whole, he remembers, however, he's not gonna piss off Andra by saying nothing must fade, considering she likes things being forgotten. So this is a really decent middle ground, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy that Ximena was able to negotiate that. I kind of very quickly want to stop off in Stalwart. I just want to check in with Renengild and Darren. I wonder if they might have new stuff to say now that we've dealt with the eyeless. And today's plan is we are...
Sure.
Okay. Well, fortunately, we are planning on going back to Caed Nua. Oh, also that reminds me. Thank you, game. Thank you for that reminder. I had almost forgotten. Yes, a whistling in the reeds. What is this? In the Ximena Plains, Zokin Lake is renowned for the beautiful flowers that grow along its banks for several weeks every spring. Local farmers harvest the flowers for a spring festival in all of the nearby villages. In the past 3 years, 4 people have gone missing during the flower collections. No one has seen the abductions take place, but people in the area have reported hearing a high-pitched whistle from within the tall reeds. When the abductees are discovered days later on the shore of the lake, they appear to be happy and smiling, but unaware of the world around them. The blissful victims never recover from this state, most dying within a few weeks. The philosophers at the monastery near Zokin Lake have advised local rulers to seek outside help with the problem. Well, considering Zawa is from Ximena, you can go deal with that. Yes, we will return to the stronghold to deal with you. Fabulous. How may I be of service? Hammond gives you a broad, gleaming smile of a born salesman. Show me what you have for sale. I'm thinking I would like... Do you have... I'm looking for campfires. I don't have the patience to go back and look for all the ones I missed. This time, I'm happy to just grab some from a merchant. Yeah, you. There we go. Also, Ximena. Yeah, get your stuff back. Get your stuff back, lovey. There we go. Yeah, I'm thinking for today, I want to have a chat with my companions. We're going to return to Caed Nua. We're just kind of going to see where we are with our companions. And now that I know that they all hang out in the rooms of Caed Nua. I think that makes for a really convenient place to chat with all of our companions, not just the ones in the party. So yeah, I'm thinking after the last episode, which was very high stakes, I just kind of want to be chill. You've done it again. Hopefully we can enjoy some real peace now. Excellent. Excellent. Farewell. Okay, so you didn't have much to say, but you had a little something. What about Durance? What about him? Considering he's kind of taken over as town representative. I know Tarfos is the mayor, but Tarfos doesn't... He's not really had... Oop. You seen Kern? He looked upset. Is Kern... I'm thinking, is Kern... Yeah, that's why Kern's upset. He done fucked up. Are you waiting in line? Hopefully they won't take too long. It's Durance.
Never thought the day would come, but we've got even more folk joining us. And half of them are Raed Saren.
Oh shit, so you've been able to find peace. Excellent. He shakes his head and smiles in wonder.
Funny thing about Durgan's battery is it was always too big for us to clear, mine, and hold. So I suppose it's a good thing we're growing.
Excellent. Fabulous. I'm glad you've been able to put those old hatreds to bed. Now, I did look it up. There is an item in the web tunnels. However, I can't remember. Ooh, good work at the battery. Guess we owe you our livelihoods. Okay. And yeah, I can't remember where I wrote down the instructions on how to get to it. So I will... I mean, we aren't done with the White March. We still have that dragon. We have that dragon to kill, because one day I will. One day, someday, I will kill that dragon. But not right now, but... Durance, you're special.
What?
Durance, you are special. There we go. Yes, to Caed Nua. Yeah, we've all experienced stressful times recently. Let's just chill out in the Bright Hollow Inn. Excuse me, everyone.
Mm-hmm. You could fit a whole village in here.
That you could. That you could. Then we will do a manual resolve. We got back in plenty of time. And then once, I know they're probably really tired from the road. They've travelled all this way. Excuse you, give me a minute. Give me a minute, guys. Okay, let's go after... Ooh, hello. You're terrified, oh damn. Okay. Okay.
Exactly what I was going for.
And let's... guys, do you wanna...
Ready, Watcher. Yeah?
Oh, you are friend now. You are friend now. Okay.
Hey there.
Ximena. Would you be so kind?
Hmm?
Do you want to help them out?
What?
I'm thinking, can we get some crits? You three on the Quenguilla. Get in there.
Right here.
Okay, you two on that one.
Lead the
Ximena,
way.
on you.
Mm-hmm.
Go, people, go.
Oh, no, that's it.
Everyone. Go, go, go.
Hey there.
Try and cripple
And
up.
that's how it's done.
Oh, we didn't need to. Okie doke. Excellent. Excellent work. Now then, I'm thinking, how many of my people survived? How many of my people survived that? Okay. Okay, 4 people survived. Lovely jubbly. Let's see. Oh, we want the shock mage, absolutely. Who else did I have? I'm thinking probably the Ravatai Linebreaker. That looks good. You, and then one more. Thinking maybe the knight. Why not? There we go. Okay, lovely jubbly. Now that we've dealt with the White March, please tell me they are sending troops. That was the whole reason why we went up there and helped them. Lord Gathbin's army grows, Ximena. Don't ignore his threat. Don't worry. Don't worry, I'm not. Let's talk about my army. The Marshal nods. Where am I getting my troops? I've sent out a call for volunteers from the lands around Caed Nua. Hopefully people will realise that being under your rule is preferable to that of Lord Gathbin's. Any hirelings stationed at Caed Nua will also accompany you to the battle, so I suggest you acquire as many of them as possible. Fuck yes, Beregond, fuck yes! Believe it or not, but your friends in the Flames at Whisper Clan have heard about your trouble with Lord Gathbin. Matron Beregond said something about a vision. In any case, a messenger from Stalwart said that Beregond is sending some of her clan to your aid. Oh, Adaric, you good bloke, you top bloke. Good guy, Adaric. You've made some Red Saren friends, I see. I've been told to expect a unit of Pathfinders, courtesy of Adaric. Okay. What special allies do I have available? Several Crag Ogres from the Flames at Whisper Clan will join with your infantry. Elite Red Saren Pathfinders will join your archers. Okay. Okay. We need to recruit veteran troops. Okay. I know a company or two of veterans that would be willing to join us for a bit of coin. I'd say 10,000 coppers should cover the expense. Let me think about it. What's the status of my regular troops? The Marshal shakes his head. 2 green and 2 few. If you go up against Lord Gathbin now, losses will be heavy. However, victory is still possible. Okay. Victory is possible, but there will be many losses. I'm kind of wondering, do I want to spend the coin? That's all for now. Very well. If there's anything else you wish to know, please ask. Farewell. Okay, yeah. That's been updated. We do have the coin for it. We have more than enough coin. It
sure.
could be worth it.
Right here.
It could be worth
Hey there.
it. Now then, how much would we... Yes, give. Give. All of it is coming with me. Thank you kindly. We can have a sort of all of it. Hello? Can we still use the battle? I wouldn't mind it. If we could still use it, that would be good. Oh, can we not? Okay, there we go. Good stuff. Let's just put all of this back. So that the next time I change up my party, I don't lose access to all of my summons. Fabulous. Okay. Come on then, guys. Let's go rest up. Let's go have a nice night at the Bright Hollow. We can sit by the fountain. We can have some nice warm stew with a crusty roll, maybe some cheese and some really rich butter to slather onto the roll.
Amazing.
That'd be lovely.
You could fit a whole village in here.
Yeah, you could. Damn straight. But yeah, let's chill out for the evening. We can all chat. We can just see where everyone is at mentally. And then we can maybe figure out where we're going to go next. I'm kind of thinking, really the only things we have in the White March are 1, the item in the tunnel. And 2, the dragon. All of the other White March quests are technically in the main area of the map. So I'm kind of content to just leave the White March be for right now. We can go back and deal with it another time. Yeah, okay,
Right here.
Let's get to chatting. The black marbles of her eyes scrape against their sockets as she looks at you. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, this didn't lead to another bunch of options. This was a straight up answer. This was a straight up answer. I think this is the only one that could lead into other places. About Durgan's battery.
Just because I'm made of metal don't mean I got any special fondness for smiths and forges.
She flicks the bronze of her forearm, producing a dissonant ring. Okay, yeah, no. Never mind.
Murder, tracking, and the best materials for kindling. Those are more my area of expertise.
That's all.
I'm here.
Sagani, what's on your mind? I'm curious about your search for Persok. I'll tell you what I can, but Tarnak Elite Sark pilgrimage like mine are rare. Okay, so yeah, no. That's all I wanted to know. Shall we continue on? Yeah, I get the feeling I will have asked all of these when I first got the option to. Because yes, Sagani isn't that she's not like Durance, where you go for a while and then suddenly he's like, actually no, piss off. You can go down a conversation tree all the way to the end, so I get the feeling I would have done. So yeah, let's move on. Speaking of... Thought I felt your eyes on me. Now come the words. I had questions I wanted to ask you.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skidding your knuckles on the wrong door.
Okay. I wanted to ask about the region and its history. Durance grunts. I wanted to know more about the salvation. When the Animancers tried to place animal souls into children, Durance snarls. If you ever needed proof of their trespasses, that alone speaks to it. Widewin may have taken a god, but to put an animal inside the vessel of a child. Durance shakes his head, his face wrinkling in disgust. Animancy is madness. Worse, it took too long to see the crime for what it was. I heard of the first tales, the Orlan, suffering first. He chuckles ruefully, then sneers, like they always do. Animals within animals, compounding the madness. God, I presume this is just racist bastard. That's probably what that is. Did you see what happened? First was a woman. Sexist bastard! God damn it, Durance. First was a woman. Could have chalked that up to female weakness. Then the catmen. Could have chalked that up to them to being... Let's try that again. Could have chalked that up to them being animals. His hands tighten on his staff. Then more and more and more souls ended up at their claws. Durance's gaze hardens. I would have given anything to place them within a cage with those they saved and see their craft shape the craftsman. Let those children tear their tormentors apart. I can only give a taste of what they should suffer. It's a meagre fare for us both. I wanted to ask about the region and its history. Durance grunts. Okay. Let me ask you about something else.
I suspect the answers will seed more questions.
Tell me about the God Hammer.
It was a weapon of Deerwood's people, a symbol of their independence. It saved the Deerwood.
Okay, apparently we've asked all of this. I want to ask about something different.
The cost of troubling me seems to worry you little.
That it does. Tell me about Magrin. Gods, you are swelling with questions. One would think you were with child or burning up inside. Yeah, nothing new there. Enough about Magrin. I have other questions.
I suspect the answers will seed more questions.
Was there more here? Here's the thing. I know damn well that we have more to ask, considering his personal quest is still ongoing. I wanted to know more about you. There we go. Okay, that staff of yours. Can you tell me more about it? Durance glances at his staff, then at you, and gives a crooked smile. Can't take your eyes from it, he chuckles. Yeah, but not in the way that you're indicating. Why are those symbols carved on your staff? How is it only watchers can see the symbols? The large mark there, the 12 circles, what is it? I don't see Magrin symbols on your staff. Yeah, let's go through. Why are those symbols carved on your staff?
Carved? This staff is a history. Acts leave their mark. Some symbols fall into the ash, others blaze brighter.
Durance scoffs, then his voice settles with an almost proud strength. What causes one to fade and another to rise?
Memory. Meaning. It's same as the memories in your head, perhaps more trustworthy. Random acts, things done with instinct, they may make lines burning briefly through the wood. Acts devised, planned, that stay with you. Symbols form and tell the story. It's like all memories, except the staff burns it true. When a thought's close, you see it clearer, brighter. Once you forget, they get buried. But like rings in wood, the etchings remain. Keeps me grounded. Also, it's a solid walking stick.
He sounds so chill. He sounds so pleasant. What is this? How is it only watchers can see the symbols? They are the energies of the spirit, a channel for one's faith. He frowns. It's hard to say. There was a time when they glowed brighter, but now they're an aid in my work. Because the staff's markings stand out to a watcher, well, they sometimes identify themselves. He frowns. And sometimes they're blinded to the staff as well. A gift of Magrin, perhaps, to cloak itself from sight when one isn't looking for it. That large mark there, the 12 circles, what is it?
That symbol? The God Hammer.
Durance frowns, and the words come slowly.
The 12 circles are a sign of the dozen on the bridge, and the dozen of us that let the hammer fall on them, bridge, God, and all. If there's a symbol that is unlikely to ever fade, it's that one. I thought it might be the last the staff would ever hold. Was holding it that day on the bridge when Aethys fell. It was the spark put to the God Hammer. Might be the last light that touched Aethys before the pyre ate him.
He frowns, his eyes frozen on the staff. I don't see Magrin's symbol on your staff. Durance frowns. It is there, but marked different. I follow Durance, and in his teachings there is but a single flame, a simpler aspect. His frown deepens and he taps the edge of the staff. Durance would meditate by focusing on a single flame and attach meaning to it. It was something to center the spirit for what was to come. For what was to come? The flame is intended to symbolize bringing punishment to another, and it is inscribed above the symbol of the one being punished, marking them as always touched by Magrin. I want to ask about something different.
I suspect the answers will seed more questions.
I wanted to know more about you. Tell me more about Ashfall. Okay, keep troubling me, and I may extend the tithe bowl for each question. Enough questions for now. Let the road keep us until the next campfire. Okay, he doesn't want to speak anymore, but still,
I'm
good
here.
chat. Good chat, dude. Ah, what you got for me? How have you been doing since the Saltwell? She laughs. I know that look. You're worried I've lost more than a few bad dreams. It's strange, knowing my life's been shaped by something I don't remember. She tilts her head to one side, thinking. But I finally feel like I can look forward instead of back. She smiles at the thought. Now I just have to figure out what I'm looking forward to, I'm glad you're working on moving forwards. I am, but like I said, Maneha didn't do anything. Those memories weren't Maneha's. And to be blunt, the argument of like, oh, well, what if this stopped her from committing atrocities? If she were that way inclined, she wouldn't have cared. If she were the kind of person to tie people to trees and leave them to die, she would have gotten that memory and gone, oh, that's funny, I did that in a past life too. Time to get the rope. Like, it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered to her if that was in herself, if that was within her personality to do, she wouldn't have given a shit that she did it in a past life. The fact that she was traumatized by that in and of itself tells us she was never going to do that. Because that wasn't Maneha. That was someone who was in possession of her soul. That wasn't Maneha. Again, if you get an arm transplant from a serial killer, you shouldn't be held accountable for what that arm did before it was attached to you. Maneha shouldn't be held accountable for what that soul did before it was attached to her. Like, she was never going to do the things she did. All it was doing was traumatizing her. And that's all for now.
Yes?
Alof looks at you with quiet attentiveness. How may I be of service? Okay. Tell me more about Adir. Okay, fair play. Nothing new here, it seems. I've been gone for more than a year now, but I suspect I'll always think of the forests and fields of Adir as home. We've thousands of years of history and tradition behind us, and there's a sense of dignity and responsibility that comes with that. He frowns. Of course, there's baggage as well. Our imperial past is still fresh in the minds of many, as you may have noticed here. I see. I shall be glad to return one day, though I'm not sure when that will be. Sir, we learned some things. We got spoiled on some things. I think that was either a glitch or a bug, but like, we learned some things about Alof. I'm still saying that Ximena didn't know about any of that. She was literally just like, Alof, you like to keep secrets. You go talk to the man. You go talk to the man. And she wandered off to have a think. And that's when Alof and the Eyeless discuss the Leaden Key. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with. To kind of explain that. He came back to her and was like, right, I've done my thing. I've persuaded him. Oh, okay, that's good. That's great. Yeah, this doesn't seem like it's going to open up anything more. We've already spoken to him about his parents. Yeah, I guess we don't have anything. That's all. Okay.
Sure.
Let's go have a look-see. Okay, no one's in there. Heravius!
As a peripatetic loner, I'm not privy to the latest news, but the Hollowborn Children is a tale that has reached even my reclusive ears. Or, rather, ear.
Have I not spoken to you at all? Oh my goodness. What do the Glanfathan Druids think of this plight?
It's been a long time since I've spoken with my circle. They'd probably tell you what I'd tell you. This plight was most certainly the consequence of someone trespassing into Nguithan places, not meant for folk. I mean, what else other than the gods could inflict punishment of such impressive scale?
My gut instinct is that the most evil creatures in this world are men. Men as in the species, not men as in masculine individuals. I don't mean that in a sexist way, in the same way that Durance is sexist. I mean, the races of men, the races of kith, that kind of thing. I wouldn't be surprised if this was something man-made. I'm kind of 50-50. This could be the gods being like, yo, we hate you guys. One of you pissed one of us off and we've just decided to be dicks. It could be the gods, but I also wouldn't be surprised if this was something man-made. And it was just, like I said, men, again, the race, are some of the most evil creatures. We really are. we are capable of such wondrous acts of kindness and charity, and we are also capable of absolutely horrific bullshit. I don't know. What are your thoughts on the hollow bone?
Any time a life is separated from its soul, I wanted to pretend it was just a rumor when I first heard of it.
He has several starts and stops before finally deciding on how to finish his thought.
In my youth, I'd cursed the dear Woodens for being ignorant to spoilers that breed out of control. But soulless babies? What heartless gods would inflict that kind of tragedy? No parent or child deserves to be a part of that horror.
Let's talk of other matters.
Need something?
We can gossip. Oh. Tell me about yourself.
My second favorite subject.
What's your favourite subject? He runs his fingers through his scalp, preening his fur.
What would you like to know?
How did you come to be trained as a druid? Hiravius thumbs his half-shredded ear and thinks to himself for several seconds. It wasn't exactly by choice, not at the start at least. My ambition was to be a hunter. I merely arrived by a different trail. As a child, Anna Memfath came to visit. An honoured guest is occasion for a grand chase, but I was left out, instructed instead to be cupbearer to the old wise one while the rest were on hunt. I'm sure you can guess what happens. Wise Amamfath gives dumb child a shred of attention. We ended up talking until the hunters returned. He gave me, his hands dart across his body, scouring the pockets and folds of his tunic, this. He presents a rusted iron medallion, fashioned in the likeness of a hound's head, a common icon among the frontiersmen, explorers, and other seekers faithful to Gallowayne. The Amenfath insisted I be trained, and none in my village would defy him. Now, he smiles broadly, I don't need a bow to hunt. Okay, I'm looking at my timer. I only have about 10 seconds left, so on second thought, some other time. Hiravius shrugs. Your loss. Yo, I'm coming straight back to you. In the next episode, we continue our chat with Hiravius. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members, such as SM2K, Christopher K. Davis, CGG, and Kevin Bicknell. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.